The world's biggest manufacturer of jet skis has opened the doors to its state-of-the-art factory. Sea-Doo has given a handful of media a rare behind-the-scenes look inside its facility in the middle of Mexico that builds Sea-Doos for the world. 7 out of every 10 jet skis and personal watercraft sold globally is a Sea-Doo, and the company is now approaching a major milestone. The facility in Queretaro, Mexico is on track to produce its 1 millionth Sea-Doo by the end of 2026, after opening its doors in 2013. This figure is in addition to all the Sea-Doos built since the company was founded in 1968 before moving production to this facility. In the lead up to this milestone, Sea-Doo allowed media past the security gate to witness Sea-Doos being built up close on the production line. And Watercraft Zone was among the small contingent of media from around the world who took up the invitation. In this video, we will show you how Sea-Doos are made and reveal how manufacturing techniques and technology from the automotive industry have been adapted to assemble Sea-Doos on a massive scale. Let's get started. Sea-Doo invited a handful of media from around the world to visit the factory that has been the global manufacturing base for its personal watercraft since 2013. Sea-Doo's parent company, the BRP Powersports Group, has 10 factories around the world, with 1 each in Austria, Germany, Finland, Canada, 2 in the US, and 4 in Mexico. But only one of these 10 facilities manufactures Sea-Doos, and that's in Queretaro in central Mexico. This is where every Sea-Doo you see in showrooms today is made, from the small to medium-size Spark and GTI series, to full-size skis such as the GTX, Fish Pro, Explorer Pro, and the high-performance RX-PX and RX-TX models. Even the engines are made here. While Austria is the development centre for Sea-Doo's Rotax engines, which are also used in other BRP products such as off-road buggies and snowmobiles, the engines used in Sea-Doos have been manufactured in Queretaro since the factory opened. There are approximately 2,500 workers, with a fairly even split between men and women. Sea-Doo typically runs 2 shifts that operate a total of 17 hours a day, Monday through Friday, although it can stretch to a 3rd shift to boost production during peak periods. Sea-Doo does not disclose how many watercraft it builds each day because that information is commercial in confidence. However, from what we could ascertain, a new Sea-Doo rolls off the production line every few minutes, and between 20 and 30 truckloads of Sea-Doos leave the storage yard every day. Sea-Doo says Queretaro was chosen because of the access to skilled labour, hard workers, and relatively easy access to shipping ports on the east and west coasts of Mexico, with the Atlantic Ocean to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, and the US, the world's biggest jet ski market, located to the north. There are 4 factories inside BRP's Queretaro site, 2 of which are dedicated solely to Sea-Doo, while the other 2 are dedicated to machining and engine production across all BRP Powersports products. Both Sea-Doo factory buildings, when combined, are about the size of 10 football fields. The facility is massive. The smaller of the 2 Sea-Doo buildings is the Composite Fabrication Centre, which makes the decks and the hulls for Sea-Doo's premium models. While the main building, which is where our tour was focused, is where everything comes together. We were briefly allowed inside Sea-Doo's Composite Fabrication Centre, but our cameras were not, because Sea-Doo wants to keep some of its production methods under wraps. The hulls for Sea-Doo's small and medium-sized models, the Spark and GTI series, are sourced from a separate facility nearby. Inside the main building, there are 2 production lines, one for Sea-Doo's full-size models and another for the Sea-Doo Spark. The production area for Sea-Doo's full-size models takes up about 2/3 of the floor space. The Sea-Doo Spark line takes up the remaining floor space alongside it. The journey starts once the hulls are lined up on vertical racks where initial preparations are made. The hulls are then transferred onto an automated sled ready to start having parts fitted. At installation points along the way, the engine, jet pump, petrol tank and electronics are all fitted. Every petrol tank is pressure tested and submerged in a water tank to check for leaks before being installed into each craft. To ensure every nut and bolt is done up tight and done up right, high-tech power tools record the settings of every nut and bolt fitted to each craft. This data is matched to the VIN, or the vessel's identifying number, so that if a recall is triggered or a problem is detected somewhere in the production process, Sea-Doo can quickly pinpoint which models might be affected. Sea-Doo adopted this technology from the automotive industry a few years ago. Sea-Doo also does spot checks on quality at every work bay, every single day. Each day, the quality control team randomly selects 3 completed watercraft from the storage yard that have already been boxed, ready for shipping, only to unbox them and go over them again to check for anything that might have been missed. Once cleared, those craft are boxed a second time and sent for shipping. On the main assembly line, the top decks are moved to each station on a trolley where handlebars, instrument panels and consoles are fitted to get them ready for the marriage point, where the top deck is attached to the hull. This is where the robots come in. To ensure speed, efficiency and repeatable manufacturing standards, Sea-Doo uses 2 robots to glue the top deck and hull together on its full-size models. One robot picks up the top deck after it has been wheeled into position on a trolley, while the other robot applies an industrial adhesive around the perimeter of the bond line. Once the glue is applied, the robot lowers the top deck onto the hull, which is waiting on its automated sled. As soon as the robot is clear, clamps are applied by hand to make sure the glue sets. There is also a second round of human checks immediately afterwards. Although many of the exterior body panels are covered in a protective wrap to prevent scratches, this is the first time the jigsaw puzzle starts to look like a Sea-Doo. As each ski approaches the end of the line, it arrives on its automated sled at a brightly lit inspection bay. Coloured LED lights on the shelving that stores Sea-Doo labels indicate exactly which decals need to be applied to each craft. This is when every new Sea-Doo finally earns its stripes, although the journey is not quite over yet. Once each ski reaches the end of the assembly line, it is transferred from the automated sled and onto a trolley before going into an engine test cell. The engine of every Sea-Doo is run for about a minute for one final check. Just as you would after a ride, Sea-Doo connects a water hose once the engine is running to ensure there is no overheating during the test, hence the need for drainage on the floor. Once the ski leaves the engine test cell, it is moved to a waiting area before being boxed up, ready for shipping. Each Sea-Doo is lifted off its trolley, wrapped in plastic, and then lowered onto the base of a timber frame pallet, which is on a conveyor belt. Once the box lid is lowered and secured, the conveyor belt takes the cargo outside, where a fleet of forklifts is waiting to stack the finished product in the storage yard. It's a similar journey for the Sea-Doo Spark, although the Spark assembly area only takes up about 1/3 of the floor space in the main building. Spark production is completed in one long straight line, whereas Sea-Doo's full-size models are built on a larger U-shaped production line. As with the full-size models, the Spark production line uses automated sleds to move between each station. However, there are no robots on this line because the hull and deck are made of different material. On the Spark production line, the engine and ancillaries are installed in the hull before moving along to the next station. Eventually, after more than 24 stops, each Spark also earns its stripes. As with its bigger brothers, once a Spark is transferred from the automated sled onto a trolley, it goes into an engine test cell for a final sign-off. After getting the all clear, each Spark is sent to the cargo packing area using the same boxing process as Sea-Doo's larger models. So there you have it. That's how Sea-Doos are made. From here, they are shipped to more than 130 countries around the world, including Australia, which is the fourth biggest market behind the US, Brazil and Canada. Sales of Sea-Doos to markets outside of the US have increased in recent years. 5 years ago, international markets represented 30% of Sea-Doo sales, with the US accounting for 70%. Today, while the US remains strong, international markets now represent 40% of Sea-Doo global sales. We hope you enjoyed this video of our behind-the-scenes tour of the Sea-Doo factory. As always, please hit like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to Watercraft Zone's YouTube channel so we can grow our jet ski community. Thanks for watching.